I don't know how or why my brain thought of this, but last night while I was laying in bed, I had a thought about Mr. Beast's brother, Mr. Bro, and it occurred to me that I don't know where he went. It seems like all of a sudden he stopped posting and vanished one day off the face of the earth, or the platform. And so I took that as a sign, because I want to investigate and look up every single YouTuber that disappeared from this platform to watch their final video and then theorize a bit on why they ultimately left YouTube. Because why else would you abandon your audience? You're making millions of dollars, you have millions of fans, you're entertaining, you have a great job. What would prompt you to leave? And while I'm not sure we'll get to the bottom of any of these cases, I'm excited to at least find their final videos, bring back some nostalgia from watching some of these guys. So with that being said, grab your popcorn, we have a lot to do, so let's do this. Okay, so we're gonna start with Mr. Bro, who's actually, look, apparently changed his tag to CJ these days. That's right, his name is CJ. He has 4.21 million subscribers, just a guy who likes making IRL videos. Well, let's see if that's the case, because when you click on his channel, the last video he posted was 3 years ago, and it was spin this wheel, win $10,000. It's actually crazy how much he looks like Mr. Beast. Like, is that not just young Mr. Beast? All right, but anyways, let's check it out. Let's see if it's the same exact style as his brother.
I got 4 of my friends, and every time they spin this wheel, they have to do a random challenge, and whoever...
I guess the Donaldsons just have like the same editing team on payroll. Is that Mr. Bro's logo? Or is that Mr. Beast's logo? Don't tell me it's the same exact logo, just different colors. Mr. Bro, the biggest critique I have of you is why didn't you just do your own thing? You're using his same editing style, his same ideas, and even his same logo. It's bad enough you look like him, but you're his brother, that's gonna happen. But why would you just randomly use every single thing that you don't have to use? I feel like you did it to yourself, but this is like the classic ADHD content.
Beard. I'm gonna look so ugly. Time to shave your beard. Oh my God. There you go.
Did he actually shave it? He does. All right, at least he's committed to it. This is like Chandler, and I guess this is like Nolan, then that would be Chris. Maybe I shouldn't call him Chris. What's the other guy's name? Carl. So what happened to Mr. Bro? Well, it turns out he actually posted a short randomly 2 years ago. So he was gone 3 years ago, and then all of a sudden he posted a short 2 years ago, and this was his last known appearance on his YouTube channel. So here this is.
Today I challenge NFL superstar Austin Eckler to a game of water pong for $10,000.
Okay, so one thing I want to note, and this is Mr. Beast and Mr. Bro. They do this and it really annoys me. And I get why they do that, but it's very annoying. He's not saying the words that he's saying at the beginning of the video. They do voiceovers while their mouth is moving and they never connect it right. I was watching Beast Games and he does it throughout the entire Beast Game series, and he's so bad at making his mouth match up with the voiceover that he's doing. So watch this again.
Today I challenge NFL superstar Austin Eckler to a game of water pong for $10,000.
Am I the only one that notices that? I feel like that's never been called out, but it's just so obvious. It happens in every single Mr. Beast video. Like I said, Beast Games, and even his brother does it too. So something's going on, but it just doesn't look fluid. Now, as you can see from these comments, truly feel bad for this guy. Can't imagine how bad I was feeling in your brother's shadow. Great short, can't wait to see you next year. Fun fact, you saw someone talking about this channel in a YouTube short and decided to go straight to the comments, or maybe a YouTube long. But yeah, here we are. Like, this was posted. Does YouTube not show you the dates? Subscribe, you're gonna have bad luck for the rest of 2022. Well, all I know is it was at least 2 years ago.
3, 2, 1. And that's why I play running back.
Congratulations, Austin, on winning $10,000 for your foundation.
It will definitely be going to a great cause. I appreciate you.
Okay, and he gave away $10,000 in the same exact briefcase. I think Mr. Bro's case is just that he was trying to be a light version of his brother, which when your brother's quite literally the largest content creator to ever exist, that's not really the best play. Now, apparently, there's a YouTube channel called CJ These Games, which is actually Mr. Bro's gaming channel that he more recently uploaded on. And in fact, 2 years ago, he made Can You Beat Minecraft's Hardest Escape Room, which is actually his most recent video ever posted on YouTube. So let's check this out.
I built Minecraft's hardest escape prison, and this is CWAT Gaming, Minecraft's best escape prison player. Can him and the boys escape all 10 rooms without...
He even calls his friends the boys, which, like, why are you just using the same exact verbiage as your brother? I don't know.
...dying in under an hour. Ready, go.
Oh! What's this?
Oh, snap. For the first room, players must find the key to the door before the walls completely enclose.
Okay, so it's like a combination of Dream and Mr. Beast Gaming, this content. And this was posted, yeah, just about 2 years ago. So he is at least active more in his gaming channel, so he's probably going more towards his passion, which is gaming. I mean, is there anything else on Mr. Bro? Fun fact, I actually saw Mr. Bro in person last year at VidCon at a random meetup spot. And I thought to myself, if that's Mr. Bro, and it was. So I think he still maybe works with Mr. Beast because Mr. Beast was there as well. So I have a feeling that he just works behind the scenes now. That would be my guess. I don't know. Now, interestingly, if you go on LinkedIn, we see CJ Donaldson, which is Mr. Bro's name, social media content creator at Mr. Beast. So it looks like he does work for Mr. Beast nowadays, and he went to Chowan University, and that's all there is. He actually only has 1 connection, 2 followers on LinkedIn. Maybe I'll connect with him. Add a note? No. Mr. Bro, if you see this, let's make a short together. That's my proposal to you. Moving on, and we have one of Canada's most popular YouTubers of all time, dare I say, and that is Azzyland. Now, if you don't know who Azzyland is, she used to make a lot of React content, gaming content, kind of like Sniper Wolf-esque, and the reason I say that, I'll bring it back to it in a little bit, but she actually stopped posting about a year ago, so she's gone completely MIA. She hasn't posted a short, she hasn't posted a long. The last video she posted was travel 10,000 miles to get caked in the face by Steve Aoki. So there's Steve Aoki. I like how it's straight to the point. And this was September 9th of last year. So this was about 15, 16 months ago. Okay, so I guess there's like she wants to get pied by Steve Aoki, which seems to have happened. Let's just skip to the end here. Kind of want to just see it happen. This is the last known incident. So maybe this just took her out for good. Maybe she couldn't get over the embarrassment of getting a cake to the face. Azzyland's final moments. Wow, it happened. I guess that's kind of cool. Okay. So she got caked in the face and then she disappeared. But why did she disappear? Well, apparently she was a little bit active on some other socials since then, so we got some clues. But I think overall she ended up taking a break because her and Sniper Wolf ended up having a ton of beef because there was issues with who was copying who. They went at it on Twitter for a little bit, so let's try to find this thread. All right, here you go. In this post by Dexerto, Sniper Wolf has been accused by fellow YouTuber Azzyland of copying her content, stealing her presenting style, inciting harassment, and lying with fake evidence to cover her tracks. So you'll see the similarities in their thumbnails, and then they went back and forth in a little bit of a spat. So here it is. The point was not to accuse her of copying. The point was to highlight hypocrisy, manipulation, and misuse of influence. And they just went back and forth for a little bit, talking about getting bullied and such. And so I think it's fair to say, and that was transparently the last post since April 8th. So then she made a little bit of return. It says, "Hi guys, how are you? Let's catch up." And here she is. I don't know, maybe that's Coachella. Perhaps it's Coachella. I'm not too sure. Looks like Coachella. And then that's the last that anybody's seen of Azzyland. So nobody knows where she went, but the reactor herself is now gone. I don't know why. Looks like we won't get to the bottom of it. I have a feeling somebody like that will probably come back and make a post. Somebody who's not going to come back and make a post is Corpse. Now, if you don't know who Corpse is, just watch a single video, 5 seconds of his voice, and you'll know immediately who he is, because if you were not born in 2019, you would know who this is, because during the COVID era, he was massive. He has a super deep voice. He used to tell horror stories on YouTube. Then he became an Among Us streamer. He used to stream with people like Valkyrae and Pokimane and Saikuno. And he was in like the big like Twitch verse of like creators and stuff.
It's me. I'm the killer. I'm the killer. It's me.
Wait, Corpse is the killer?
See, you hear that? So that deep voice ended up not posting ever again after this. And as you could tell, he does not have a face because he's never face revealed. And so I think there was a ton of pressure on him to basically make content but still stay anonymous. And he wanted to make music, but he had like a very interesting audience base. His audience was kind of rampant. And I think there were some issues with people just aggressively trying to dox him and doing stuff like that. He does make music. I think he still has like Spotify listeners. I don't know if he actively makes music, because if you search him up, Corpse, here's his music channel, and it looks like, yeah, a year ago he made a song called Disdain, and he's an artist. So on Spotify you'll see, you can kind of watch his stuff. Let's see, actually, let's go there. Yeah, the last post from Corpse, let's check him out. So he's got 3 million monthly listeners, and the last thing he made was 2023. So yeah, it's been about a year and he hasn't done anything since. Now, according to this Reddit thread, it says that he was on a stream with a YouTuber named Saikuno, and he was invited to a game of Among Us, but he didn't join to play. But it looks like he's still in touch with some people on YouTube. So I guess he's just taking a hiatus from the internet. Maybe it's permanent. Maybe it's just for a little bit. We don't know. It remains to be seen. But if you want to be anonymous and have some anonymity, that's the way to do it. Just got to disappear off the face of the earth. I mean, you saw how Dream's face reveal went. I actually recreated it too. Let's show that real quick. Hi. Next up, we have a channel. It used to be called Sky Does Minecraft that had 12 million subscribers at its peak in 2017, and then became Sky Does Everything, and now Sky Does Shorts, I guess, after they wanted to go in a more variety direction. The issue is, you notice I said 12 million subscribers. They lost 1.1 million subscribers because they had a controversy of sexual assault and some other things relating to his wife, actually, sometime in like the early 2020s era, maybe 2021, 2022. And then ultimately he stopped posting videos, and then he became a musical artist. So that sounds interesting. It's because it is. And the last video that Sky Does Minecraft or Everything posted was 3 years ago, the best Minecraft data packs of 2021. I've never watched Sky Does Minecraft because I don't understand Minecraft whatsoever. I'll still see the movie.
Hey guys,
but here it
Sky
is.
here, and welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to be looking at 10 of my favorite Minecraft data packs of 2021.
I'm not sure if a lot of you guys ever watched Sky Does Minecraft. I was aware of who it was, but I wasn't really sure what the content entailed. I guess this was it. Comments are turned off. That's a way to keep it civil. And apparently he actually randomly came back in 2022 for this short, and nobody knew why. Them, Minecraft 2012. Disable comments. Okay, just looks to be nostalgic, talking about the golden era. The golden age of Minecraft was 2012. I think the golden age was when your channel was booming, and there might be a little bit of remorse now, so that's my theory on why this video exists. Yeah, and as I mentioned, this was actually last year, 2023. I'm recording this on the last day of 2024, so there you have it. That was a year ago. That's the last time we'll see Sky Does Minecraft on YouTube. Because actually, he now goes by Adam, or Net Nobody, and you'll see that he is now newly married and has a kid as of November 21st. He's actually quite active because he creates music now. And here's his Spotify album. So Sky Does Minecraft is now called Net Nobody, and here is the opening song on one of his albums that we could quickly listen to. Okay, I was fooled. I need a Spotify account. Here we go. And JC's, I don't know who this is. Maybe it's another like Minecraft YouTuber. Who's a Minecraft YouTuber that starts with a J? It's friends with Sky Does Minecraft. Maybe J Schlatt? So I think it's hip hop. Sounds like that, right? Ooh, warning, explicit lyrics. Don't look at this. Don't play this. Blur the title. Family friendly. Doesn't matter. All right. Moving on. So next up, we're taking a look at MatPat, who of course operated under his Theorist channel, and the Game Theorist is the one that he was closest to, being an original gaming creator. Now, MatPat disappeared 9 months ago. Not mysteriously though. This one is actually pretty deliberate. We know why he left. We know what he's up to. And the last video that MatPat ever posted is actually aptly called MatPat's Final Theory, which is quite nice. And you'll see it's just in his original style. And I think he just goes into a little bit about kind of his journey and all that stuff.
Knowing that this day was gonna come, right? So I really feel like I've gotten my farewell tour. I've buried hatchets, I've rekindled.
He did. So he made a goodbye video, but then he also, I guess, made a proper Final Theory video to send things off. Let's see how the channel's doing now. I'm actually curious how everyone else is doing. Oh, they're still kind of killing it. All right, looks like the machine is still going. And I say that because it's very much a machine, because MatPat, if you didn't know, sold his company for, I think, $50 million. You didn't hear that from me, though. You actually didn't. You didn't. It's crazy, right? It's crazy. And so now there's other people who are responsible for it. It's the same exact MatPat format.
This is the complete law of welcome home. With 2024 coming.
There you go. Now MatPat's not gone completely. He works behind the scenes, so he's still somebody that's quite heavily involved in the whole Theorist franchise. And yeah, I mean, there's not really much to look to here, because again, like, he's not mysteriously disappeared. He's just doing his thing behind the scenes. Now this next person has potentially disappeared for good off of YouTube, and this one is truly mysterious, because with 20 million subscribers, and this was early too, you have to understand, this is like the Mr. Beast equivalent back then. Like 20 million subs back in like 2018 is the equivalent of like 50, 60 million now. And that is Jenna Marbles. So her final video was making a dog birthday cake. And this is her husband, Julian Solomita, I think is his name. Now, if you didn't know who Jenna Marbles was, she was like the OG like female creator on YouTube, and she clearly transitioned into what is now like more vloggy content, which is what this is. Her husband, her family. But she ultimately stopped making content for actually some pretty, I think, sad reasons. I think she was getting stalked a lot, and she had some issues. I mean, according to these Reddit threads, people are saying that she has a master's degree in sports psychology, so she probably ended up going back to that. I just think she's filthy rich, probably retired and living just like the mom life at this point. I don't know if she has a kid. Maybe she does, maybe she doesn't. What I do know is that she got married actually a year and a half ago to Julian Somalita. So she doesn't have an Instagram. She has no other public profiles, but what she does have is her husband's active profile, because he is an influencer himself. And here's them getting married with their dog right here. And this was in December of 2022. So about 2 years ago. I'll see everybody, miss you, Jenna, yada, yada. I miss her every day, but glad she's happy. So she's gone, but it looks like she's doing well. And Julian doesn't really post her in his videos. You'll see here, everything's kind of like, I got trained by a chef. I think he's just a chef. So it's like, there's no reason for her to kind of be in these videos. So she's actually not in any videos, at least from my quick little scan. Maybe she makes an appearance or something. But for all intents and purposes, she's gone from YouTube. This next YouTuber is Popular MMOs, who is an old Minecraft creator as well, similar to Sky does Minecraft, but not so similar in that they had different paths, I suppose, post YouTube. Where Sky ended up doing music, Popular MMOs ended up in jail because he had an altercation with his then girlfriend that landed him behind bars. And he even actually made a video, which at the time was a return video, because you'll see these gaps, 3 years, 2 years, and then 1 year ago, he made a video called I Went to Jail. And it's an hour-long video of Pat, who is Popular MMOs, and then Mike, who I believe also went to jail. Could be wrong. I'll just say alleged right there because I don't care to actually sit through this. And he just talks about it. So 20,000 comments. Over the past few years, I've accepted this channel will never be the same, but I've always wondered how Cloud was doing. I'm glad to see he's still there. I guess that's the dog. So Pat literally is an ex-convict that decided to come back to YouTube, and then he posted one more video, will Jen be coming back? And apparently he actually went to jail again. So he was arrested after going to jail 9 months ago. He ended up getting arrested again for something more civil. But if you wanted to look at his actual kind of case and what he's being accused of, resisting officer with violence and possession of less than 20 grams of marijuana. So Popular MMOs has found himself back in cuffs. So I don't know if Popular MMOs is going to come back anytime soon. So I think the last video we'll be looking at on his channel is Will Jen Be Coming Back, which is a discussion with Pat and Mike. So watch it if you'd like. 8,000 comments, and this is now gone. Goodbye, Popular MMOs. Moving on. This was one of the sadder moments of this past year. I don't know if it happened exactly this year. I think it was within the last like 12 to 16 months. But Cooking with Linja, otherwise known as Linja, was a cooking creator, and she passed away tragically. And she was a very popular YouTuber. You'll see she has 14 million subscribers. And her final video, outside of this video, which seems to be a tribute video, is a video called 60-Minute Cooking Challenge.
I have 60 minutes to make this meal. Oh, total cook time, 20 minutes, or so it says.
Just such a cute lady. I think she was good friends with other creator Nick DiGiovanni, and they did a lot of travel content together, and they would collaborate a lot. So it's really sad to see. She actually posted a lot of shorts though. So yeah, I was gonna say there's a short from how long ago? This was more recently. This was this year. So this wasn't 2 years ago. This was about a year ago, and it's truffle hunting. And this was her actual final video.
That's a massive truffle.
Wow, is that what a truffle looks like? Kind of looks like poop.
Nick, I'm sorry I made fun of you out there, but will you make me some truffle pasta?
Fine.
I'm gonna make it extra special for Linja. I got a white truffle too. Truffle pasta. Let's see what we got here. Ooh.
Here you go, Linja.
So beautiful. That's a 9.5 out of 10.
That's good. And you'll see all the support. 161,000 comments of everybody just pouring their love and their hearts out to Cooking with Linja. So shout out to her. We will be missed. Now this one is a channel that technically disappeared, but Roman Atwood is very much still active. But Roman Atwood had 10 million subscribers, and he was a massive prank channel. I don't know if prank channels even exist nowadays. I can't even think of one off the top of my head. But his last video was car crash prank. This was so long ago, they used to still have YouTube intros. It's kind of crazy.
I've convinced a few of my good friends to come with me, take a ride, and just make a fun vlog. But there's a little surprise at the end.
So he's gonna accidentally crash the car and have them think that something terrible's going on. Let's see the peek of the video. I love this peek feature. We just know right where to go. Oh look, it's Fuzi. Oh, so he drove into a padded, cushioned area acting like it was a bad car crash. Okay. Pretty good prank, but apparently a lot of these videos back in this era were staged. I don't know if this was, but the point being, that was Roman Atwood's final video posted on his channel. You can watch the whole thing if you'd like, but nowadays, Roman Atwood posts quite regularly on his Real Life Roman channel. In fact, it looks like he's doing everyday daily vlogs again. So I think he's back, or he never left even. Roman Atwood just transitioned his channel. So he disappeared from his core main audience and now took it more real life, warning not for kids. Okay, I'm gonna click on it.
I like it.
And here he is. He's still going at it. You see he aged quite a lot. Wow, he looks like he's 50 years old. I like Roman Atwood. Nothing against him. I know he has a podcast too. Yeah, Roman Atwood podcast, where he still very much posts on there. Or so I thought. Looks like that was a year ago. So his only active channel is the one that we just saw, the vlog channel. Another channel that stopped posting and kind of randomly disappeared completely was Danny Dev. So this is Danny. This is Danny's profile picture, which I always liked. And you'll see these videos, like they are massive videos. So adding a giant crab to my game so Netflix doesn't sue me. So instead of like Squid Game, I guess it was just like Crab Game. And you'll see like these videos were so popular, like getting 10 million plus views per video, lots of interesting things. And yeah, like this channel just completely disappeared. But what's interesting is that Danny will pop up in comments from time to time. So here, let's get a flavor of what Danny posted.
So last month, I created and released Crab Game, which is a parody multiplayer.
Oh, I didn't know he made Crab Game. Wait, that's crazy. What?
On Squid Game, and a lot of people were concerned I would get into legal trouble with Netflix and Squid Game. But let's be real, it's not gonna be a problem since no one's gonna download a stupid game called Crab Game anyway.
Okay, he says that. Just look how popular Danny is. You ready for this? At the time of this, Crab Game has 151,000 reviews, which means it probably has over 1 million downloads. That's crazy. Can I put that in perspective? Here's, I don't even know. Here's a random Steam game. Let's go to like Tabletop Simulator, which is a massive game. Like everybody knows this. This has 40,000 reviews. If you're still not convinced, let's go to like an uber popular game like Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk has 706,000. So Cyberpunk, which was up for like Game of the Year, has 4 times as many people. That's not a lot. That's crazy. Anywho, I didn't know that. That's actually wild. But ironically, I saw Danny. Everyone's like, oh, where did he go? Where did he go? I think he's still developing games perhaps, and he's very much active again in the YouTube comment sections. So here's one comment right here on an internet anarchist video in which he says, I hope Danny comes back soon, on a video talking about how Danny Dev left his audience, which is quite similar to the video I'm making. Shout out to internet anarchist. But yeah, so he's gone, but he's not actually gone. If we look a little more into it, somebody said that a few months ago he commented under one of his latest videos that he was working on something big and it was coming close. So he could just be working behind the scenes on a massive project, which would be pretty amazing. And when it comes out, I will definitely be playing it. So shout out to Danny Dev. Let's move on. I'd be remiss if I didn't talk about this person, because at the time of when I was originally thinking of making this video, this person was very much like a top 5 person to discuss. But Corey Kenshin, I mean, he ended up coming back since then. Like now he's posting 2-hour-long gameplays, getting 10 million views. I'm pretty sure this video, when he said, hey, long time no see, has like 1 million comments. Literally 400,000 comments of his return, where he announced a manga that he had. So Corey Kenshin is very much back alive, well, doing his thing, just released a manga, obviously doing all these long playthroughs pretty regularly now, like once a week or so. So he's back. So it kind of renders what I'm about to say useless, but he's back. So there's nothing to say. Welcome back. Next up, we're looking at Niga Higa. Ryan Higa, who is the creator of this channel alongside some of his friends, was one of the largest YouTubers ever. I think he was the second YouTuber to ever get 1 million subscribers. I mean, his oldest videos are about 17 years ago. Like these videos are classic. How to be ninja, how to be gangster, the iPod human, how to be emo. Like these were culture shocking. Like 57 million views adjusted for view inflation is like 6 billion views. This was like Squid Game on steroids when these videos dropped. And he, of course, took a massive hiatus, probably an indefinite break actually, 4 years ago. So just around COVID, where he made a video called New COVID-19 Study Confirms Beating Up Asians Does Not Prevent Coronavirus.
Tonight on Channel 6 News, the increase of violence towards Asian Americans continue to rise during this coronavirus pandemic, and why scientists believe you should reconsider your next hate crime. Coming up next.
It's true. You should reconsider your next hate crime if you are considering one, which you shouldn't be, because that's bad. So we did a lot of skits and a lot of humor that was, you know, just, I mean, just take a look at his channel. You'll see. It's just so random, but it was very good. And he was known for having amazing skits, funny humor, etc., etc. Now, he's not gone completely. He actually posts quite a lot on Higa TV Productions, which is a place where he now streams his gameplay from Twitch. So as you can see, I mean, like, honestly, pretty often. He posts more long-form videos than I do. And it's just him playing Valorant, Marvel Rivals, some other games. Looks like he's a big Valorant player, at least recently. Rust. So he plays a lot of games. So here's his most recent video.
What do you guys recommend? Squirrel Girl. See, this is another example. Like, if you saw a movie and you didn't know anything about these characters, look at all of them, and you saw Squirrel Girl, would you want to watch this movie?
I would, and I would want to do way more than watch the movie with Squirrel Girl. And you'll see everybody's rejoiced. So happy to see your face. It's been ages. This is the first video of yours I'm watching in ages. Well, I did not expect you to see it in my feed. It's been so long. I guess people aren't really aware that Ryan Higa still makes content. A lot of content, in fact, on Higa TV Productions. Next up, we have EDP. Now, if you're not aware of who EDP is, he was a massive, no pun intended, YouTuber who was just a giant, like, loudmouth Eagles fan that was pretty funny, honestly, for his first couple of years on the platform, before ultimately turning into a raging file, ended up trying to meet up with a 12-year-old girl, and his excuse was that he was trying to bring her a cupcake. It's an infamous video. If you haven't seen it, I definitely actually don't watch it because I don't want you to go down a bad rabbit hole. However, EDP, funnily enough, I don't know how this is possible, but EDP is actually still on YouTube. So he was banned on YouTube because he was, of course, facing, I think, criminal charges or something. Banned off YouTube, and then he's back under the @infamous EDP. How do we know this? Because he posts regularly. So you'll see 7 days ago, 9 days ago. He still has people watching him quite out a little bit with 35K subscribers. Happy birthday to me, Eagles win 27-13. At first I thought this was a re-upload channel 2 weeks ago. Eagles beat the Steelers 27-13 2 weeks ago, which means this is a very much up-to-date channel that is still active. And some people are saying like, hey, how are you still on YouTube? It's crazy how this guy uploads like he's just not just a whole, I don't know what that means. Oh, like I don't understand what that word means, but I'm guessing it's bad. Bro, just give up. Bro, why are you still on YouTube? And some people are actually dismissing it, saying, bro, that was so old, like forgive him now. I mean, I guess he got out of legal trouble, but he's back and he's posting. And he actually has a better like than dislike ratio, so he's actually getting some pretty solid likes here. But that's the story of EDP. I'm not sure I can like talk about him too much. I feel like I always get like age restricted when I mention him, so enough of EDP. All right, so somebody else who didn't really like abandon her audience, she just kind of went mainstream, because back then going mainstream just meant that you would appear on non-YouTube screens. So she was on TV. She ended up, I think, hosting like the Golden Globes or some event. Maybe it was like the Vogue red carpet or whatever. But we have Liza Koshy, just a little brown girl with big dreams, not my words, hers. 16.8 million subscribers. She does upload from time to time. So it looks like over the past year, she's uploaded 3 times. The Closet with Liza as a re-upload is her most recent. It's always funny seeing YouTubers come back to YouTube after long breaks and they don't make YouTube videos. Like this is like very much highly produced, unlike her old content.
Oh my god, she's still playing. Alexa, stop it. Sorry, she was muffled by luxury and couldn't hear me. One more time.
Okay, so this is like for a purpose, like a fashion purpose. I wish I could watch Liza's old kind of videos. We get old vibes in these videos. The cameraman laughing throughout is so wholesome. So she still has an audience that does comment on it still. It's just a closet tour, I guess. But somebody who actually mysteriously left is David Dobrik, who has completely abandoned his YouTube audience, like doesn't post here at all anymore. The reason being is because he was offered an absolute bag from Snapchat, something to the tune of a few $1 million per month to post exclusively on there. So on his Snapchat, you can probably realistically find right now, I bet, and I'll go to it, 100 Snapchat stories, because he gets paid a lot of money for posting there. He's got 7 million subscribers on there, and what do you know? So I am just rapid firing through. This is a random 3-hour day. Look at this. I said 100. It might have been 100. I'm not sure. It was a lot though, but basically that's all he does now. So you could watch him literally every single day, do as much or as little as you want to see him do, but he still very much posts on there, and he is obviously active, maybe too active. I've never seen somebody post that many stories. And we will end it with the final YouTuber who has posted 9 months ago, so fairly recently, but she also ended up abandoning YouTube, and that is Lily Singh. She used to be called, I think, Superwoman was her name, but as you can see now, it's pretty evident as to why she left. It's because now she is an actress, entertainer, writer, advocate, and most importantly, goofball. Lily Singh actually ended up having a show that I believe was unsuccessful, but I think when she transitioned to the show, they're like, hey, like stop being a YouTuber. She said, okay, cool. Give me my money. Let me be a popular figure. And now here she is. But she did have a video 9 months ago, and this was it.
The last day of production. We're 2 shows away from wrapping season 1 of Battle of the Generations.
Battle of the Generations. I've never heard of the show, but I'm glad she's doing something cool. She was a pretty good YouTuber back in the day, but she's on to bigger and better things. Hey, not everybody has to be a YouTuber forever. Not everybody. But my one promise to you guys is that when I do at some point abandon you, it won't be without reason, and I will retire gracefully, and I'll do it on my own terms, and it'll be a sad day when it comes. Hopefully it's not too soon. All right, guys, anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more content, make sure to click here, otherwise subscribe and we're out, and I will see you next time. Peace.